Hello, everybody. I hope you all had a great day today. It's Jenny Seal here, and I want to talk to you about samples. Samples can be wonderful, a great way for you to help you build your business, increase sales, gain new customers. But in these past 3 years, I have learned so many different things about samples and had failures, had successes. And so I just really wanted to share those with you in hopes that it can help you in your business. So first of all, before I get into that, let me just say this. A couple of things or ways that you can use your samples. For starters, you don't need samples. You really don't need samples. You can have a very successful business without them. You don't have to have them. Secondly, they are not necessary in the respect that you can have someone simply purchase the full product. You can always remind them of our 30-day happiness guarantee and, encourage them that way. I know many beauty guides that don't use them at all and just simply have their individuals buy those full product. That's an option for you. Another thing you can use those samples for is if someone has purchased a product and you want to offer a complimentary sample of something that kind of goes with that item. For instance, maybe they purchased a cleanser and you want to offer them a moisturizer too. So that's a great way to increase that individual's customer's line of products. So that's the third way. And then the fourth way is that it's a great way for you to introduce to a new person everything great about LimeLife and our incredible company. So there are lots of different ways that you can use your samples, but there's lots of different ways that you can fail, and I've done them. So let me share those with you. So let me tell you about what I did when I first started. So when I first started LimeLife about 3 years ago, I was so excited. I wanted to give everybody samples. I handed out samples. I mailed them out to people. I was so excited about these products and I wanted everyone to try them. The thing is that most of these people had never heard of LimeLife. They had no idea what I was doing, what I was talking about. I had only recently started, so they might not have even known. But what I found is that I found myself chasing them. And I was chasing them to see, did you try the samples? Did you try the samples? Did you like it? What did you think? And I spent a lot of time chasing people, just trying to get them to just try the samples. And so that was really clear to me that option doesn't work. It doesn't work. So there's a much better and a much more better return for your value of a way that you can approach that same concept, but have a better return. So let me share that with you. But before I learned, this is what I did. So I gave out all these samples and I was chasing. That didn't work. And then I was a little frustrated and I thought, okay, then I became really stingy with my samples. And I was like, you know what? They cost money. It costs me to mail things out. So I'm not gonna give these out just, to anybody and everybody. I'm gonna be really smart about it. Well, guess what? That doesn't work either because the samples sitting on my shelf does me no good. That doesn't help me either. So there had to be a way to be smart and strategic about this. And I feel like that I've finally now in 3 years figured out the best way to use the samples for me. You might have a different way, and please do share if you have another way. But here's what works for me. So what you can do is you need to ask them. So if you're having a conversation with a person to decide whether or not should you mention samples or should you not, I determine that on if a person approaches me and asks me about, I'd like to try some new skincare, I've been thinking about this or that. That to me is a person that's searching for something. So guess what? I really don't need to take the step of offering the samples. Most of the time, probably 90%. We can go right into, I can ask them questions and make some recommendations, and that person is probably going to make a purchase. If I feel that person is a little bit having a difficult time of deciding what to purchase, then I may mention samples at that point, but most of the time, I don't need to even offer samples if a person has approached me about trying some new skincare. The times whenever I offer skincare. I do it one of two ways. But one way is if I know individuals have been watching me and know what I'm doing, know that I'm so excited, and still, after 3 years, still excited about these products. I've seen the results. I've witnessed the results. I've had customers that have great results. Everything, right? I know they're watching that, and I know that they know. Then I may mention to them, hey, you know what? I know you've been... I know you have seen what I've been doing. We're going into fall now. I'm sending out some of my current customers some complimentary products to help them change into fall. Not products, complimentary samples. Some complimentary samples. And I'd be happy to put together a product sample package for you if that would be helpful. That's really key to ask them. You must ask them. So ask them, would that be helpful to you? Would you enjoy trying some new samples? If you're not happy with what you're currently using, would you like to try something else? If you're happy with what you're currently using, great, fantastic. Stick with it. But if you're not happy, I'm happy to put together a little sample bag for you to help you see if this could be a good fit for you. So it's really important that you get them to buy in to saying, yes, I want to try those samples. So once they say yes, then you can follow up with a series of questions. And this is where you're going to be able to provide that really great customer service. Here's some examples of some questions that you might want to ask that person. So you can ask them this. What kind of skin do they have? Oily, combination, dry, those types of things. Ask them, do they have allergies to natural products? Because sometimes people do, and we certainly wouldn't want anyone to have a reaction because they were allergic to lavender or, the mushroom in the Sotox. So ask them, are you allergic to any natural products? You could say, do you like body scrubs? Does your skin change with the seasons for winter or spring, depending on what time of year you're asking them? Ask them what they currently use and do they like it? What do they like about it? What do they not like about it? All of these questions will help you tailor a nice little package for them that's going to be custom to their needs. It also makes them feel really special. And that's a great thing about that we get to make people feel special all the time. I can guarantee you, when they walk into CVS and buy something, no one is asking them, do they like their cleanser to be foaming? No one's asking them those questions. So you get to do that. So do that so you can provide that great customer service and make them feel really special. So these are the same kind of questions that you can also ask if you're doing a one-on-one as well. We should be asking these questions so we can, again, provide that great customer service. So ask lots of questions. So now you've asked, they've said yes, they want to try samples. Now you've asked them questions and now you have answers. So now you're going to say, great, fantastic. I will put together a little package for you. I'll put that or drop that off at your house, or I will pop it in the mail. Now, here comes the other key factor. After they've said yes, now you need to ask them, how long do you think it will take you to try these samples? Okay, you must ask them that question because then that gets them to make an additional commitment to you. They may say a week, they may say 5 days. I don't know. It really doesn't matter. Just get them to say an answer. How long is it going to take you for you to try these samples? Or you could say, when would be a convenient time for me to check in with you to see how this went? I cannot wait to hear how this went for you. So ask them that question. That gives you, as a beauty guide, it holds you accountable to follow up with your customer, but it also holds your customer somewhat accountable for trying them. Now, this they may or may not hold to it, but they certainly know that you're going to be following up. At the very minimum, if you don't ask that question, you can at least say this: I will follow up with you next Friday. So at least they know that you are going to be contacting them again. This is not, I'm going to mail you some samples and you're never going to hear from me again. Tell them, I will follow up with you next Friday. Put this bag of samples right next to your sink so you can enjoy them all week long and treat yourself all week long. And I cannot wait to check in with you on Friday and hear how this went. All right, let them know so you guys are all on the same page. So those are really, really important things. And I have found when I do ask those questions and get those answers, that my return rate is much, much higher. I spend less time chasing people down, and I really do have people committing to then a return and purchase. Now, I will tell you this, sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work, and they will try the samples, they'll give you feedback, it might even be great feedback, and they never say, hey, yes, I do want to purchase this, or they never go on your website or whatever. I mean, you can offer it to them, and sometimes it just doesn't go through. That happens, but it's a chance that we have to take. At least it's one that I have to take, because again, the samples sitting on my shelf do me no good. So I need to get them out there in the hands of people that I think that they truly could benefit. And I really do feel that way. So I want to get them out there into the hands of women and teens and all of that, so they can benefit from these healthy products that I really do feel that help people have a healthier life. So it's a win-win there. So get that commitment. Okay, now moving on. So what do you put in your packet? It's totally up to you. You can put in 3 or 4 items as far as sample packets. You can put in a full sample set. You can put in double of everything. It's your business. It's up to you. You decide what you want to put in your packet. Okay, so that is completely and totally your choice. In addition to just having that introduction to our company, another way you can do that is, like I mentioned earlier, is say someone purchases a cleanser, then if you are delivering that, you can put in another sample of a moisturizer. Or if they've been using that cleanser for 2 or 3 months and you want to send something out, then you could use that as another touch base and put out there, what that moisturizer is. Maybe they've been using Bamboo Renew. Okay, pop in Cream of the Crop. That's a great complimentary item to put in there. So use it to give them an additional item that they want to have on their recurring customer order list that they continue to reorder all the time. So samples for me are something that I use just as an introduction, kind of a little taster of all the goodness that we offer. So that's what I want. I want to leave them with wanting more. I want to leave them like really intrigued about what our products are all about and that they really want to try them. So that's how I use it. That's my approach, is I want them to come back for more. So that's how I use my samples. The aspect of packaging, what you put in there, you can do a couple of different things. Here's just some ideas. If you have pictures of samples, please do take a picture of your sample bag, what you put in your sample bag, how you make it personal for your customers, and put it in the comments so we can all see all the different ideas. That'd be great. So this is one way. This is very, very simple. It's just a little bag. You can pop some samples in here. It's just paper. You can put one of our great little LimeLife stickers on there that are from the green room. This little paper bag was just simply from a teacher's supply store. Simple, easy. Put some samples in, and always, always, always your business card. Don't forget your business card. Here's a couple of examples. Just a little sachet, a little one. Again, I have more samples in here, some little crinkle stuff just to make it look pretty, and a couple of informational cards. You can do that. Here's another example. Here's a plastic bag with a little ribbon around the top. Same kind of concept. I've got my samples, my business card, an informational skincare card, those types of things. So you can do lots of different things with your samples. I typically will write a little note. I might even put in a whole page on, I have a page that I have made up, which is really quick little summary tips of how to use these products, because you get these products in the mail and then, okay, now what? What's this for? What's this for? You don't really know because there's no description on the little packets. So I have my own little description that I will send to people. I love the personal note because I do think that is that is important to personalize it. The trifolds, there's little skincare trifolds that just came in back in stock today. So yes, Krista, you can absolutely toss those in there too. All good stuff. It's all there. Just personalize it the way that you feel is best for you and your business. So whether or not you have your samples like this, all nice and organized and pretty and ready to go, that's great. Or whether your samples look like this on your shelf, just in a big bag, fine, it doesn't matter. But the real message here that I want to share with you is get them off of your shelf and get them into the hands of people that these products can really benefit and will increase your sales. So go for it, reach out, share those samples, and at the very least, you've made someone's day for giving them something thoughtful or perhaps treating them with a nice mask that night, and you've done something good and put some goodness out into the world if you don't get a sale. But hopefully it will turn into a sale for you, and you will grow your business and grow your customer base. So I hope this was helpful. Please do add in your 2 cents of what your tips and tricks are for your samples and how you use them. I'd love to see pictures of your bags that you use and what you put in your special sample bags to make them look great. So share away, share, girls. Put the goodness out there, all right? All right, whatever you guys do today, do it with joy. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.